students, let's start about bubble sort today. Bubble sort is a simple technique of arranging orders in a sequential manner in an array element. There are many sorting techniques in C languages like insertion sort, bubble sort, selection, or radix, or tree sort. But today let's start with bubble sort. Bubble sort is a very simple technique to implement and to arrange every element in a sequential order. We can arrange in descending order, or we can arrange in ascending order of the elements in an array. I think we are quite aware of array, what is called an array. If you don't know what is our array, then just make it prototype. We will discuss it later. What's the other uses of array, the function of array. So first, to generalize that concept, so basically an array is just an uh, if we have taken a 1D array, this is a 1D array which consists of many elements. Array carries lots of elements with a specific data type, and it can carry many data types, many elements in one array. Array can take many data types or values in various positions of the array. So first, let's start with an array. How can you just implement? How can you just put elements in an array? So first, let's take an array. Suppose A is an array. Suppose it contains 4 elements. So 0, 1. These are the indexes of the array. They're called indexes. 4. So the first number, let's take 8, 7, 6, 0, and 2. So let's start this thing. So A is an array of 4 size 5. So this is a size 5 array, and now we need to arrange. This order is not perfect. This order is not in a sequential order, because see, if you want to take in ascending order, all the first element of this array is much higher than the other rest of the elements. So we need to arrange it. How we can arrange it? With the help of bubble sort, we will arrange it in specific order. So how we can do that? We can do that in a very simpler way. It's that suppose if in a loop we can take, suppose we take the 0 index as I over here. So we're starting from 0, and we take a variable I which will transverse from 0 to last element. It means 4. So if we transverse from 0 to 4, I will move from here 0 to 4. It will iterate, and for each iteration we will take a j variable which will help us to compare two elements in an array. And then for each iteration, for first iteration it will compare the first two elements, then again the first and second one, then second and third, then third and fourth, and this whole process will be just for one iteration. And for the next iteration, again it will follow the same process. It will be compared from one first 0 element to first. So then suppose now in this array suppose the left element, the 0 in 0 index, the element over here is 8. So in this case, suppose this element is greater than this one, so what we will do, we will swap it. We will just swap it. So if aj, suppose if the array is greater than aj plus 1, then what will happen? We will interchange the value from here to here. So how we will swap it? We will swap it with suppose e of j with e of j plus 1. We will swap it. Then again after each iteration it will follow. So again when j will be equal to 1 and I will be j is 1 and I is always 0. So j is equal to 1. So j in this case, suppose now if we understand the working, let's start the working now. Now just this is the basic concept of an array or the bubble sort. If this element is greater than this one, then it will swap it. So this is the method of ascending order. So like this we will do it. Now how will you work it? So to explain the working principle, it's very important to know the concept about it. So first, how will you work it? How will you work it? So for suppose now I is equal to 0. So as I is equal to 0, in this case j is starting with 0. So now j is 0. Now let's compare. We will compare it. Aj means aj is which is 0 is greater than a which is j plus 1. So j plus 1 means, so this is a array. This is the a array, and this is we will discuss it. Wait, and this is discuss it. So 0, and this is the first element. So suppose now in this case, now in this case a0 is greater than 1. Now what will happen is that in this case 8 is greater than 7. So what will happen? It will get swapped. This value will get swapped. So now we will swap with a of 0 with a of 1. Now what will happen? Now the working will be a0. Suppose we want to do it now. A0 is equal to, now it is 7, and a of 1 is equal to 8. So like this it will follow. Now suppose now again I is equal to 0, j is equal to 1. So a of 1 is always greater than, is, now we will check it, is greater than 2 or not. So a of 1 is now what, how much? A of 1 is j. Now the value of j is how much? A of 1 means now 8. So 8 is greater than a of 2. A of 2 is 6. So it is greater. So what will happen? It will again get swapped. The value will get swapping, and again we will follow this procedure to swap it. So again it will follow this pattern. So what will happen now? Now the value of a of j, which is 1, will be equal to 6, and value of a plus j plus 1 is equal to 7. But 8. So a of 1 is 6, and a of 2 is 8. So this is the procedure how we are going to do it. Now again, if we follow it, now if you pause this video and you can copy the working first, then now if again I is equal to 0 and j is equal to, now it was 1 previously, now it is 2, we convert to 2. Now see the value is changing. Now this is, what is this, is 7 now, this become 8. Now when it was 8 it will change, this will become 6, and this will become 8. Now j is 2. Now so j plus 1 is how much? So if you compare aj with, which will be greater than aj plus 1. So aj is how much? 2 greater than a of 3. So a of 2 is how much? 8. Now again 8 is greater than 0. Condition satisfied. Then again what will happen? This value will get again swapped over here. So what will happen? So here it will be 0 again. In this case this will become 3. Now again if it is 0, j is equal to 3, then what will happen? Again now the value of a of 3 must be greater than a of 4. This is the condition. Now what is the a of 3 is how much? Now 8. Now 8 is greater than 2. Yes, the condition satisfied again. Now what will happen? This value will get changed from here to here. So this whole process that has happened over here is just for the first iteration of the array. Just for I is equal to 0 iteration. This whole process is happening. Now if we take Now there is a trick in this one. This will happen. Now j value will iterate from 0 to n minus 1 minus I. It means j will always iterate from 0 to n minus 1 minus I. Now what does this mean? This means that this n minus 1 minus I, this value, I'm just changing it, suppose n minus 1 minus I. Now n is the length of the array. Now if j will iterate from 0 to n minus 1 minus I. What does it mean? It means that it will iterate from this element or this first element till the n minus 1 minus I, means till the variable which is dependent upon the value of I. It means if I is 0, it will iterate from n minus 1, which is this. Then when I will be equal to 1, it will iterate from n minus 1 minus 1, it means n minus 2, which is from till this. So now now I is 1, so j will iterate 0, so it iterate from j0 to n minus 1 minus 1, which is equal to n minus 2. You iterate from here. So if you iterate from 0, this one, to this one, this variable. This is the basic concept. Now again j is 0. Now again we will check. Now for first element, if a is 0 is greater than a of 1. Now if this is the case, now a0 is how much? Now 7, and a1 is 6. 7 is greater than 6. Then condition is satisfied. So again the swapping will happen. Here it will be 6, here it will be 7. Now again this is j is equal to 0. Now if j is equal to 1, then again we will check from aj is greater than aj plus 1. It means a of 1 is greater than a of 2. So a of 1 is how much? 7. A of 2 is 0. So 7 is greater than 0. So condition satisfied. So it will swap. So 0 will get swapped, and here it will become 7. Now again j is equal to 2. If j is equal to 2, then a of 2 has to be greater than a of 3, this third variable. Now here 7 is greater than 2. So again it will be swapped. 2 and 7. Now j, yes, j is 3. So a of 3 is greater than a of 4. Now suppose 7 is greater than 8. Now here there is the thing. So sorry. Now it will not go over here. J will never be equal to 3 because j will iterate from 4 minus 2, which is 2 for this case. So a will never jump to 3. This is wrong. Now see, if we check this value, if j is 3, what will happen is that a of 3 is greater than 4. In this case 7 is greater than 8. Now 7 is greater than 8. There is no use of comparing this one, because this element that we have is of no use, the last one, because this is already the highest one for first iteration. So it useless to compare again and again for each iteration. So this concept, n minus 1 minus I concept, means this: the last element will always be decreased from the array. We don't have to compare it for each iteration again and again. For once we will compare it. For the next iteration it will again move from here. So for again, now if suppose now again if we go and if we take I is equal to 2 and j is equal, now again we will start with 0. What will happen? See, I is 2, so j will start with 0. So for j, so a of 0 is greater than a of 1, is it? So 6 is greater than 0. Yes, the condition satisfied. again it will get swapped. This will again get swapped. Now j is equal to 1. So j is 1, so a of 1 is greater than a of 2. So a of 1 is greater than 2. Yes, it is greater than 2. So again it will get compared. It will swap. So 2, 6. Now again over here, a of 3, a of 2, sorry, we have to 2 to 1. A of 2 is greater than a of 3. Here in this case, 6 is greater than 7, is it? So no, so see, a of 2, this value, now j will iterate from where? J will iterate from 0 to n minus 1 minus I, which is n minus 1 minus I is 2, so n minus 3. So n is here what? What is the value of n? N is 5, so it will iterate from 2 itself. It will iterate from n minus, so it will iterate from where? Sorry, 5 minus 3, which is 2. So it will iterate from lesser than 2. So it will iterate from 1. So if we take a of 2, there is no use of it. See again, if we compare with this, there is no use because this is already greater than, and we don't have to compare it again and again and again. So this helps to reduce the time complexity of the program. So it will change, it will be stagnant over here only. Now if we again iterate, now this, for this second iteration, this is completed. J will move from 0 to 1. This is the concept, because n minus 1 is 5 minus 3, this is 2, so 0 to 1 iterate. Now again, so see, the thing is that it is already, it is slightly, see, it is becoming in a sorted way. If you can check it, because 7 and 8 already great, so we don't have to compare it again. Now suppose if I is 3, j will move from 0 to n minus 1 minus this and that, sorry, minus I. So I is how much? 3, and n is 5. 5 minus 5 minus 3, which is 4, which is 1. So lesser than 1. It means if we iterate till 0. 0 till over here. So if j is equal to 0, I is 3, j is equal to 0. So a of 0 must be greater than a of 1. So a of greater than 0 is how much? 0, which is greater than 2. Now what will happen? Now see, if we compare it, 0 is not greater than 2. So the condition failed. So it will not satisfy. So now again, now j is 1. So if j is 1, j will not move from 1 because j must be lesser than 1 to complete that j iteration. So j will never be 1. It will move from less than 1. So j will be just iterate from 0 till infinite. So it will compare between this and this. So this is not swapping, this because the condition fails. So see, this is our sorted array. The sorting has been done and we don't need to sort again. So see, if you look at 0, the second lowest is 2, the third lowest is 6, the fourth lowest is 7, the fifth lowest is 8. So the sorting has been done in ascending order. So now this is the working principle of selection sort. Now programmatically it is very simple to write a program, write the algorithm, or you can say if you enter source code or something like that. Also I am writing the source code of this. Suppose this is the source code program that we are going to read. Now a very simple source code, we are doing it C. In C language we are doing it. Suppose we are defining the header file. Suppose we are taking one array A, which is a maximum of 50 elements. We are taking it. We are taking I and j and n. So this is the length of the array. Now we can also do it in function also. Okay, let's do it in function. It will be time consuming. So, or you can do it as a way. Let's do it in this way, in main way. So let's now suppose we are taking the value enter the number, we are scanning it. The scan part is scanning the array. Now our array has been initialized. So now what we'll do, we'll apply the concept now. What will be the concept? Now here I'm writing the concept, the logic of it. What will the logic? We know how it will work. So for suppose again we are doing for the I iteration, I is less than n, I plus plus. So it will start from 0 to n to I plus plus. Now if we take for j is equal to 0 till j is lesser than the n minus 1 minus I, it means it will transverse from 0 to depending upon n minus 1 minus I depending on the value of I. It means till last. Again for I is equal to 1, it will be second last, it will iterate from 0 to second last. For I is equal to 2, it will iterate from 0 to third last. Like this it will go on and on and on. And the value will be sorted. Now what will happen? We will apply the logic. If a of j is greater than a of j of 1, then we will swap it. You can swap it by using any way. I am swapping it by third variable. You can set it by a second variable also, so using two variable, or you can create another function and do it. That's your wish. I'm doing it in this main function only. So temp is equal to a of j. I'm swapping it. So it is swapped. Now we will just print the value, print the array. The array is for we're finishing the main function. Now again I am just explaining this whole process, how we did it. The same thing that we did in the working principle. We take 0 to n iteration. We are transversing till from 0 to n minus 1 minus I till the last element. Again, if the first element is greater than the second element, it will get swapped. And again for j is equal to 1, till it will go for till n minus 1, it will again, if the condition is if a of 1 is greater than f of 2, then it will again get swapped. If it is not, it will transverse, the j value will again automatically be 2, as we have incremented it. J is 2 to n minus 1 means the last element. It will again compare, it will swap. For 3 till the last element, it will go. So again, after swapping this thing, it will again come in this loop. Again the value will change. I will be equal to 1, j will be again from I is equal to 1, so j will be equal to 0 to n minus 1 minus 1, so n minus 2 will be in the second last element. It will again from, so 0, a of j is 0, so 0 is greater than a j of 1, which is if the condition is satisfied, it will get swapped, and again the process will go on till n minus 2. So like this the whole process will go on, and we will sort this array in ascending. If you want to do it in descending order, then you just have to change the change the 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 arrow, and it will be lesser than, and if you want to change in the ascending order, it will be greater than. That's the main concept. So as we did over here the ascending part, so it will be greater than. Okay, so I hope you guys like this video. I hope if you have any problem with this video, you can comment it. Maybe I can rectify my video a lot better and improve my working over this video. And if you like this, please subscribe, share this video, and if you have any query, please mention in the comment section below. And I hope you liked it, guys. Take care, goodbye, and stay home. Thank you.